All right, welcome to another exciting and educational video on the Factorio Technology YouTube channel. Today we are going to set up a OBS setting so we can record or stream a game that we're playing. I know everyone has hopes and dreams of becoming a YouTuber and making all the monies by playing video games. That'd be fantastic. I'm not a very entertaining person in video games, so I do these kind of videos. But my goal here is to help you do a quick setup within OBS so you can start streaming your games to things like YouTube gaming or Twitch. In a later episode, we will get into how we can make money on those videos, how we can monetize those games so we can actually start making money. My goal here is to enable you to do that. So what we're going to do is, since I don't play, I don't know what everybody's playing these days. I haven't played games in a while, except for Factorio. It is kind of my guilty pleasure game. As a software engineer, it fits right into my personality of building automated systems that accomplish tasks to further accomplish tasks to complete a mission. It's just like coding. You build a little piece of software. That little piece of software enables a bigger piece of software that enables a bigger piece of software. And in the end, you have a lot of software that can, well, in this game, you launch a rocket off of the planet. But in real life, I write software to enable some business folks to make some money. And therefore, I get paid. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to OBS. Again, I'm doing this on my Windows computer so you can see how OBS works on Windows. So I'm going to make this a little bigger to fill in my screen for you. It looks about filled in screen. So in our last video, we talked about setting up different scenes. We had our webcam and code scene, showing an application, my Visual Studio Code. We had another one with this, just my webcam with a double webcam. How cool is that? Webcam with the gray background, so it wasn't just a black background. Well, here we're going to set up a new scene. By clicking this lower left-hand corner, we're going to set up we'll make up a pre-game role. Pre-game role. The idea here is you can do your introduction, that kind of stuff. So I'm not a graphic designer, so we'll come in here and we will set a color source. We'll make a new one. We'll set it to be purple. I like purple. And we'll pick the color within here. And I'll find a purple. That's kind of a dark purple, but let's go a little darker. See, I'm moving my slider on the right now to a pretty cool dark purple. We'll hit OK there. We'll drag this corner. Whoops, I missed the corner. We'll drag the corner so it covers the whole thing. Then we'll add another source. Let's call this one some text. Where's my text? Here's some text. So I'm all about Factorio Technology because that's me. Factorio Technology introduces. I'll make this bigger. We'll change a font to something. Pick some random font that looks better. Ooh, that one's kind of fun. And we'll make it much bigger. Oh, that's much smaller. So we'll go and pick a bigger font. Kind of bigger. Well, okay, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take that corner again and drag it and force it to be bigger. So this is my background picture. We'll add another text. We'll call this one Factorio label. We'll hit OK. I'm going to capitalize it all so it looks kind of cool. I should probably pick the same font, but I don't remember which one I just picked. I think it was this Gothic one. So let's see how big of a font we can make it. And we'll make it bold. And we'll hit OK. We'll hit OK. We'll make that bigger. We'll put it here in the middle. So now Factorio Technology is introducing Factorio. Let's grab an image. So I'm going to go to the Factorio website. let's save this image. Save picture as. Okay, this PC pictures. We'll go over to OBS and let's add a image to this. So we're going to do the Factorio logo. Browse. I know I'm running through this kind of quick, but that's the beauty of videos. You can kind of go back, pause it, and all that kind of stuff. Selecting that image, hitting OK, make it bigger. If I were doing real graphics, they wouldn't be scaled. They would just kind of be a full image. So this will be kind of my pre-game roll. Whenever I start a video stream, I can start there. Okay, so that's cool. We got that set up. All right, and now we will set up our game window. So I'm going to click plus to set another game, or I'm sorry, plus to click another scene, lower left-hand corner. We'll call this Factorio game scene 1. I will hit OK. Now on the right-hand side under sources, I'm going to click plus again. And I realized my webcam was over that scenes, but you've seen me create scenes over here in the lower left-hand corner. But I'll hide my webcam for now. And I'm going to click on a new one. I'm going to click Game Capture. So let's set up Factorio Game Capture. And I hit Enter. And then we're going to capture a specific window. And in this case, I'm going to pick my window Factorio. So I'm not playing the game full screen right now, but you can have it capture full screen games as well. So I'm going to have it capture cursor, anti-cheat compatibility, all this stuff. So here, let's go. We will make our game bigger. And then we can come in here and we can add our webcam. So let's get my video capture device. Because, you know, all the YouTubers show their webcams here. So let's again get rid of that background chair and make this as tight as possible by clicking Alt and dragging the corners and kind of tucking me away in the bottom left hand side. When you are playing a game, you probably want to monetize somehow. So let's add a little background source. We'll keep it with our purple consistency. Here I'm going to click Alt again to crop it a little bit. I want to kind of get this ratio how I want it. So I'm going to move it down here in the corner to cover that bottom. Let's make it about there. And I know I want my purple at the back. So here in my sources, I'm going to click purple and drop it down to the back. So it is behind. So I have my webcam here, my game setting here. And let's add some text to say, send me some monies. Text, we'll call it monetize 1. So we'll say, send cash to me at PayPal. And we'll go back to that same font because it's kind of a cool font. Make it bigger. And then we will hit OK. Where's my color? Can I change my color? I thought I could. Oh, there it is. Select color. I went to James Madison University. Purple and gold, go Dukes. So we'll kind of do a little gold color on top of that. We'll hit OK. And we'll bring that down so it's at the bottom. And we can do cool things like scrolling text or live feeds from things like Twitch, etc. And we'll talk about those later. But here's an example of how you can kind of start to monetize your game. So the neat thing, what I'm going to show now is if I were to hit start record, even if my OBS is kind of shrunken behind the thing, I can still play my game. So my game, I can come around here and I can run around and you can see my OBS window. I even have the audio coming out. So we haven't talked about this audio sources yet. But if you look at OBS here in my audio mixer, you'll see these green things are bouncing. That's the audio from my game. It's actually the desktop or system audio that's being recorded into OBS. So here's where, you know, when you're playing a game, you can say, oh, cool, look at all this cool stuff I'm finding. I'm going to go do some work. If you're not familiar with Factorio, I'm running around gathering resources. It's a world building game, so I just picked up some rock, and here's some wood over here. But I'm not going to teach you about Factorio. But that's a cool way so you can start to record things or stream it. We will talk about streaming in another video coming soon. But for now, we have recorded. So when I hit stop record, one thing I didn't do was show my pregame roll. So here's what I would do. In my pregame roll, that's where I start my recording. So now my video is going to have that pregame roll. Then I say, okay, cool, let's go play my game. And I'll click on my game. And now I can go click on my game. When I say click on the game, I'm changing the source in the lower left-hand corner. So I see my mouse is not being captured, doesn't look like it, but all I'm doing is clicking on a different scene and it changes back and forth. So now I'm back in my game, I can do all this cool thing, and if I want to go hide my microphone or my video, I come back to my OBS window, and I can click this little eyeball to say, go away. So you see my webcam kind of went away. And now I can play my game without you having to look at me. I can bring me back and all that kind of cool stuff. So then when I can go to my pregame roll again, or postgame roll, if I had one, flip it off for a couple of seconds and then stop my recording. And again, if we find a video on our disk, we'll have our video. And here's our video with our pregame roll. You see it's playing through. Pregame roll. Then it's going to flip over to the game in a second with the webcam on it, and see the webcam from the game that I just recorded a couple seconds ago. And then I'm going to fast forward, go to my post game roll. Oh, you see my video, my webcam disappeared in there. Then I run to my post game roll here. So that is how you would set up a game like Factorio to be recorded. So it's possible to play the game, record your video, all on the same computer. There are ways that we will record on another computer while playing on our gaming computer. That way we don't have to take up resources for recording when we're playing the game and all that stuff. But again, we'll get to that later. I am super excited about the next video. We're going to start using an external camera, a video camera for use in OBS. I'm a really big fan of what PTZ Optics has done with their camera line. They're affordable, they're all remote pan, tilt, zoom, controllable, and we're going to use them within OBS. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. There's something like a bell. Go click the bell a couple times and you'll get notifications when I have new videos coming out. And for now, I look forward to next time.